Hey, thanks guys for watching Odyssey Media. Nico Dramis here. I'm going to be talking about Shiba Inu, the crypto coin on Ethereum blockchain, and how I think all of these multiple factors are going to lead to a explosion, deleting either two or three zeros, or even going to 1 cent, as everybody has been talking about. These factors include the burning of the circulation of coins, community, and administration. So I'm going to go ahead and break down everything on how this could potentially give you hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. I mean, this is the only crypto that is out there that is securely on Ethereum and has a actual community and administration backing. So this is huge stuff, guys. I'm gonna break this down. Nico Dramis, Odyssey Media. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so we're going to start with 5 points on why Shiba will blow up in this upcoming year. Shiba Burns. First of all, the number one will be Shibarium. The automatic burns will commence here in January. When the fees get up to 25,000, it will create an automatic burn. The number of the burns is still unknown, but that is to be determined by the team. The number two is the community itself and the whales. The big holders will be go ahead and sending those to the dead wallets. The number three will be the admin burns that have been going on, confirmed on Twitter themselves, on their discourse themselves of the admins. They have been showing the encryption burns that have been going on. The number four will be the market direction, the Bitcoin ETF and tokenization of the economy. By that will be creating an even bigger wave for Shiba to ride on. And then of course you have number five, the market value itself, and how Shiba is already so valuable without all these things coming together. And it's gonna show you why this is such a valuable asset to hold and to buy immediately right now. The Shibarium team is doing all sorts. Shibarium is set to initiate 3 more massive Shiba Inu burns. Encryptions. The admin team is set. The Shibarium team plans to carry out 3 manual Inu burns, which they have already done successfully. 8 billion of them have been burnt. This is what they're going to be doing continuously now. Again, the Shibarium automatic burns will be diving into the details. The Shibarium team will be getting more information, as Shibarium has 7.5 million transactions a day, and overall 96, but it has surpassed 100 million, and more people are adopting it. These burns that just occurred with the admin team. Shibarium volume is increasing ever rapidly. So much talk in social media and X and Twitter as Shiba passes overall 200 million transactions in Shibarium. If you don't know what Shibarium is, it is the second layer of the Shiba, and that is where you can go and create your own, pretty much your own wallet and connect to the actual layer 2. 200 million overall, an average of 7.8 million a day. I mean, this is breaking record time. The Shibarium is pretty much going to start burning by itself. I'm going to explain how the Shiba burns will pretty much happen by themselves and facilitate a greater burning. So, Shibarium to start burning Shiba tokens from January 24. As we read this article, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I will be putting all of the links below in the description if you want to read. The team has confirmed that the tokens will be sent to dead wallets, never to be recovered again, which means that they will be taken out of circulation, making the tokens scarce. Now, how will this burning mechanism happen? The burning mechanism happen. Well, SHIB investors like myself want to see trillions of tokens being taken out of the supply so the price goes up. As we speak today on the 9th of January, the price did fall a little bit below that zero that we broke earlier. Um, in the month, has been going great. It hit that 1-0. It just fell below again. But with this beautiful program that Shibarium will be doing, basically the way that it's gonna burn is that the much awaited functionality, it will be Shibarium collects fees from its users to initiate transactions. So all of the fees that are put on Shibarium on the network and the amount will be utilized to burn 70% of the base fees will be allocated to remove Shiba Inu tokens from circulation, and the rest of the 30% will be used for the maintenance of the network. So the network will initiate burns after it collects a total of 25,000 in local fees from its users. Once the bracket is 25,000 is achieved, the first burn will process and go live. However, we won't know how many tokens they'll be putting into the dead wallets. Hopefully they put a lot of them. More details are to be told next month, but that's pretty much how the burns are gonna happen. They're gonna happen automatically every time that people go on Shibarium and the fees reach 25,000. That money will be automatically used to burn Shibas. So that is the number one point in how the price is going to escalate as they continue to burn billions and trillions. That will continue to take zeros off of there. Now, the number two impact that we will see is the whales and the big time investors sending the manual ships to the dead wallets. That will also contribute. The community and the whales burning the manuals. If you go on Twitter or on X, you'll see a bunch of the communities doing that manually right now. I'm not gonna go on there because it's a lot of tweets, but basically they're burning it themselves. Again, burning means that you're basically sending the tokens to a dead wallet that nobody has access, which then cuts it from the circulation. The number 3 point is the admin burns. So as you saw in the previous video here, the admin burns are going to be very particular. As the team start power burns, again they could hit 1 cent, they're saying in this. Again, it's just more talking about the enhanced burns. And then we had the team itself burning the Shiba the other day. Right here. So with these 3 practice encrypted burns that the administration did, and basically it went through good. They were able to do 3 separate encrypted burns. I believe each one was 88 billion, I believe. Performs their 4th large burn, 8.5 billion today. So now the team is burning manual encrypted burns. As the team is burning in this, they got asked a question, a very, very big question. The Shiba Inu leader says burning 99.9% of Shiba Inu is not impossible. So as the Shiba Inu team is doing their own encrypted burns, they're also thinking about burning the majority of it. So the lead developer was talking about this on Twitter, on X the other day. Shitoshi Kasama, the enigmatic leader development team, expressed that bringing Shiba Inu's current circulating supply to 0.1 of the size of the vision that can be materialized. This bold declaration comes as it was in the context of a Shibarium soaring positive metric transaction of 150. Well, now we know it's over 200 million. Basically what happened here is that he was on Twitter and some FUD guy said burn 99.9 shy. Oh yeah, that's impossible. Shiba is trash. The Shiba Inu leader says nothing is impossible except for you seeing how it's possible. We push forward. Wow. So that lets you know that the 8 billion that they've been burning these last 4 encrypted burns, that lets you know they can go even higher. They can increase the automated Shiba burn, and they can do their own high encrypted burns as well, as you just heard it, read it from the leader himself. This is big. So you have the Shibarium doing the automatic burns, you have the whales doing manual burns, and then you have the admin team talking about doing highly volume increased encrypted burns. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. There's no other crypto in the market doing all of these things. So again, they're burning billions, guys. For billions. This is like the 4th time they burned. So now you see the atmosphere that the team is setting up. They're burning. They're setting the community to burn, to eliminate the Shiba out of here. I mean, this is amazing news. What other crypto do you know it has an admin team that is not only doing automated burns and making the community involved, but is also thinking about burning their own? Now, obviously, you don't want to burn 90% of your circulation if your Shiba is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, 0.9, you know, obviously, because then you'll just crash the crypto. But what the Shiba team is doing is they're getting the volume of the buying. So this goes to the number 4, the market direction and the ETF, Bitcoin, and the tokenization of the economy. So as you guys know, crypto is doing big things, but the economy is doing as well. So before they start burning massively, before the admin team starts burning massively into the 90%, they first have to make sure that there's enough volume to sustain Shiba. Right now the volume is at 171 million. I mean, compared to the other volumes that these that of cryptos that are over Shiba, look at this, 173. This one's at $13. Look at Shiba, it's not even hit 1 cent. Look at this, look at this. All of the cryptos that are on top of Shiba have hit more than 1 cent, have more than $100 million in volume every day. Their market cap is 5. So you have tons of people buying Shiba. Tons of them. The fact that it's number 17 out of all the cryptos, I mean, look at this. What other cryptos have you seen hit 1 cent? All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. They're 90 cents. They're 3 cents. Look at this. Shiba is the only crypto in the top 50, top 100. Now I'm looking at it. Top 100 now. That has not hit 1 cent. And for Shiba to be number 17 in terms of market value and still be 5 zeros, 0.5 zeros, how the heck is it even up there? Why? Because you got the volume, you got the market cap. People are buying tons of Shiba. So it goes back to my main point. How are the admins thinking of burning 90% of the Shiba? First, they have to make sure that they don't break it and that there's enough people to sustain it once they burn it. So they have to get people to adopt it and to continue buying, which is happening. It has been happening. So the market direction, everything is heading. This is going to be a messy economy. Okay, aside from Bitcoin and precious metals, you should be looking for something that will give you the opportunity. BRICS, a group of nations that is comprised of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, are thinking about dropping the dollar and trading in something else aside from the dollar. This will have major economic impact, as the dollar will not be a hegemony in the world, and thus it will impact the price of Bitcoin as well, sending all of the cryptos rising. So please, this is your last chance to not only save your money from being completely devalued, but also possibly even make a good chunk of that back. Again, BRICS is paving the way for a new currency. Instead of using the dollar, these nations are going to start using their own currencies or make up one of their own currencies. Again, that's going to affect the dollar. That's going to affect the price of Bitcoin, and going to have cryptos being able to blow up. Again, Argentina approves Bitcoin as official currency. Aside from El Salvador, this becomes another nation that's adopting crypto. So what I'm saying is, as more people are buying Shiba, again, you have to realize that Shiba is number 17. This goes into my number 5 point, the market value. The market value is number 17. Shiba, based on its price and circulation, should not even be number 17. It should be in the bottom 50s or 100, but the fact that it's up here means that people are buying it, and that the market has tons of Shibas. Now, this is what I'm talking about, 589 trillion Shiba. This is what I'm talking about when I say burns, when the admin and the Shibarium will burn and everything like that. What that means is, again, removing these out of circulation. But the circulating supply, 589, again, if we're even able to take a few trillions off of there, that will impact the price. So, to recap, you have a crypto that's number 17, that should not be number 17, that should be in the bottom, but it has tons of value market, has an administration team that has created Shibarium, which is now going to burn Shibas for each transaction, and for each fee that it takes will accumulate to burn more Shiba. You have the whales and the big boys buying Shiba and also burning Shibas. You have the market all going towards the Bitcoin ETF. Goldman Sachs expects crypto market to explode into 2024 as traditional institutions enter. So aside from the Bitcoin ETF that's currently happening right now, banks will also adopt the regular blockchains to do all sorts of businesses that they could not do before, such as loans, mortgages, and other sorts of businesses. They will be able to transact immediately through tokenized contracts and tokenized private things that they could sell. So materials and loans and the economy will be now tokenized, increasing these cryptos and the crypto space adoption, and basically more institutions will buy more Bitcoin, which will also increase the price. I mean, you could probably see the price of Bitcoin go to 60, even 100,000, which will obviously help the altcoins and Shiba also increase. So you have big forecasts. This is insane. The fact that the big banks are all going into crypto, so the market is heading there. The market value of the Shiba, so as long as we can get this 589,000 trillion down a couple trillion, which is what the Shiba Inu team intends to do, talking about burning Shiba, 90% Shiba. But again, what they have to do before they start burning that amount, they don't want to collapse the coin, so they want to make sure the adoption and there's enough of it out there, so when they start burning, people are holding it and the price increase substantially. So guys, please save yourself, because again, I'm not a financial advisor, but there's enough information out there to save you from the US dollar collapse. Again, this is a Forbes article, and basically talks about the $8 trillion predicted inflation destruction that's going to happen. It talks about how the hyperinflation of the possible dollar collapse will enable other sectors of the economy to perhaps boom. This is very serious stuff. I'm going to leave you with this article. I'm going to put all of the links below if you want to read all of the articles I have shown you. Just read it for yourself, research everything more thoroughly. I have big hopes for this coin. Again, I would not have it if all these factors weren't happening, if these 5 points were not happening. Most cryptos out there don't even have 1 point. So the fact that the administration team has done this, they've created a community that that has propelled the coin, not only 17, but has propelled it to a possible taking 2, 3, or even 4 zeros off of there and pumping that up to a high volume, guys. You could potentially make hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars with this coin, based on everything that's happening. And yeah, guys, I leave you with the Forbes article. Nicodemus here, Odyssey Media. If you have any thoughts, any comments, please put it down below. I'd love to hear your insights. And good luck out there, guys. It's gonna be a crazy economy, but this is a lot of research. If you support this type of work, please subscribe, like, donate, and thanks for watching Odyssey Media, guys.
Dollar collapse, shock $8 trillion predicted Fed inflation flip to spark a critical Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP and crypto price boom to rival gold. By Billy Bambro. 10 out of 10 update below. This post was originally published on October 8th. Bitcoin BTC 0.0%, alongside other major cryptocurrencies Ethereum and XRP 0.0%, have lost momentum after surging into 2023, though a surprise leak from a major tech company could mean that's about to change. Subscribe now to Forbes' crypto asset and blockchain advisor and successfully navigate the Bitcoin and crypto market rollercoaster ahead of next year's historical Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin price has lost around 60% since peaking at almost $70,000 per Bitcoin in late 2021, wiping around $2 trillion from the price of Ethereum, XRP and the rest of the crypto market, even as a BlackRock insider primes the market for a $17.7 trillion earthquake. Now, as the Federal Reserve grapples with a $33 trillion US debt spiral, Jefferies analysts have warned the Fed will be forced to restart its money printer, potentially collapsing the US dollar and fueling a Bitcoin price boom to rival gold. Bitcoin's historical halving that's expected to cause crypto price chaos is just around the corner. Sign up now for the free Crypto Codex, a daily newsletter for traders, investors and the crypto curious that will keep you ahead of the market. G7 central banks, including most importantly the Federal Reserve, will not be able to exit from unconventional monetary policy in a benign manner and will ultimately remain committed to ongoing central bank balance sheet expansion in one form or another, Christopher Wood, global head of equity strategy at Jefferies, wrote in a note to clients seen by CNBC, calling Bitcoin and gold critical hedges against the return of inflation. The Fed began the laborious task of shrinking its swollen near $9 trillion balance sheet in the spring of 2022 following huge expansion though the COVID-19 pandemic and economically disastrous lockdowns. So-called quantitative tightening sees the Fed suck liquidity out the financial system, passing on the burden of freshly issued debt to the private sector. As well as reducing its balance sheet, the Fed has been hiking interest rates at a historic clip as it struggles to bring soaring inflation under control, creating what some fear could become a counterintuitive death spiral for the US dollar that ultimately pushes up the Bitcoin price. 10 out of 10 update. Analysts at Wall Street giant Deutsche Bank have warned the world could be headed for 1970s stagflation, where inflation remains elevated alongside a lack of economic growth. So given inflation is still above its pre-pandemic levels, it is important not to get complacent about its path, macro strategist Henry Allen and research analyst Cassidy Ainsworth Grace of Deutsche Bank wrote in a note seen by MarketWatch. After all, if there is another shock and inflation remains above target into a third or even a fourth year, it is increasingly difficult to imagine that long-term expectations will repeatedly stay lower than actual inflation. The analysts pointed to soaring oil prices following the outbreak of war between Israel and the Palestinian militant group Hamas,